Hello again everyone, Ken from Whittling Woods back again with another little video here. Quick and easy way to get into whittling, very inexpensive. We're going to be using just a little piece of a branch and this here Stanley 199. You can see the blade I'm using. Its brand is Linux Gold. It's got those 4 notches, so I'm able to put it in the the one set of the 2 notches so I can get the knife blade out just a bit further, as you can see there. This is a very simple little mushroom whittle, and I'm just gonna, starting to take off some of the bark here. The reason I'm doing this video is I've had a number of people reach out to me and mention that they don't have access to whittling knives or basswood, and I wanted to show people that with a really inexpensive utility knife, you can start whittling. Grab a utility knife and a branch and give it a shot. It helps if the branch is relatively green. I do store mine in water for an extended period of time to keep them carvable. I'm going to have a Q&A video coming up, and I would, if anybody's watching this video and has any questions specific to whittling or my style of whittling that they would like me to address, leave them in the comment. When I do the Q&A video, I'll be sure to try to address some of those questions. This is a real simple one. It's kind of a morel style mushroom. You basically see what I'm doing here. I just created the top part of the mushroom. We're going to be recreating the stem right now. Very, very simple. You can knock these out in 10 minutes, if that. Very easy to do. You can see the end product that we're whittling towards on the left-hand side here. But really, this is the purpose of this video. I just wanted to give people who maybe don't have access to whittling knives, or maybe it's not that you don't have access to a whittling knife, but you just don't feel like purchasing a whittling knife and some basswood, but you still want to give whittling a shot. This is literally the easiest, most straightforward way. Most people probably have a utility knife somewhere. I'd recommend that you touch the blade up a little bit. I do sharpen my blades up a bit, and I'll have a link up there on the right hand side for a video I did on preparing my knives. I did a couple videos, I believe. Another one where I did a mushroom, and I think I used a utility knife, but it's pretty straightforward to do. But that's basically it. You want to try whittling out, but you don't have the tools and the wood. Here's a way you can go about it. You can kind of see basically how I'm approaching it. Like I said, you see the image there on the left. That's the end product of this whittle. And it's very organic shape, very simple shape. And it's fun to do. They're fun these are great little beginner whittles to start with. And even if you do have a whittling knife and you want to use a piece of basswood that you do have, you could certainly use that as well if you want to do these that way. But yeah, that's essentially it there. I happen to be using the Stanley 199. I would recommend that if you give it a shot with a utility knife, I would recommend you use one with a fixed blade. This is the 199, so it's got the case just screws together and it locks the blade in there. If the blade's a little wobbly, which was the case here, sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. Depending on the particular. I think this was a brand new case that I opened up to do this video. And sometimes I'll just wrap the part of the blade that's being locked in there by the case with a piece of electrical tape or some other tape just to thicken it up a bit, and it holds it real secure. And after do that, I just sharpen it up a bit. You can just just something to bring the bevel down just a bit and get rid of some of the rough edge on it. When you get into whittling, you're going to have to learn how to sharpen anyway. So if you do have a utility knife and you have if you just have access to sandpaper, a very fine grit sandpaper, you can run it across there. I would recommend a real fine grit sandpaper just to clean up that edge a bit, and then get a piece of leather and strop it a bit. If you have some honing compound, that would be ideal too, to apply that to the strop. And like I said, I'll leave links for the sharpening, honing videos that I've done. But it doesn't take much, and it'll give you an opportunity to get your hands wet, so to speak. And again, if you do have questions about the way I whittle, the way I go about whittling, feel free to leave them in the comments. And when I do the Q&A video, which will be in the next week or so, maybe, I'll try to address those issues. So this is your opportunity. If you do have any questions specific to, whittling, or the way I whittle, or what I do, what I don't do, feel free. Leave them there. I'll try to, like I said, I'll try to address them in the next video. But you can see here, we're just smoothing out the stem a bit, round over the base of it. Kind of like the morel mushrooms would grow. And I do add a little paint at the end, just to, if you look at the image, you can kind of see a bit of highlights, little white highlights there on the top of the mushroom. That's just a little dry brushing. I show you at the end of the video basically everything I do, so you'll kind of see the whole process in detail in 9 minutes. That's really all. It doesn't take very long. I edited the video. It took a little longer than 9 minutes, but these are real simple to do, and you really can't mess them up, honestly. So this is your opportunity. If you're thinking about whittling and you've watched a few videos, give this one a shot. Go grab yourself a branch and get your utility knife out and strop it up a bit and put it to the test. Have some fun with it. And then once you get to that point and you think you'd like the hobby, then start thinking about purchasing a real whittling knife and buying different types of wood. I really enjoy whittling in found wood, but I do a lot of basswood whittlings as well. I just wanted to kind of show people you don't need basswood and an expensive or a dedicated whittling knife to whittle. This, just for reference sake, the wood I'm using here happens to be black walnut. I'll leave another link for a video I did last week. I did a wood spear in the same black walnut. It was a little thicker part of the branch, but if you want to check that video out, I'll leave a link for that as well. Here I'm just texturing the surface, so I can, when I do the dry brushing, I'll be able to pick up some of the highlights. If you look up an image of a morel mushroom, they kind of have a lot of texture on the surface there. We're not creating all that texture. We're just sort of alluding to that by leaving some facets in there and then dry brushing over top of it. And here I'm just going up the full length of the stem there, just to kind of smooth it out a bit. Actually, the Stanleys work really good. They're great, great whittling knives to use. You can use them for a lot of things besides just simple mushrooms like this. There you go, finished mushroom. Here I'm going to do that dry brushing I talked about. Just get a little white paint. You can see I wipe off most of it on a towel. Get most of it off, and then I'll quickly drag it across the surface. And you can kind of see it's beginning to pick up a little bit of those facets, the ridges on those facets. And I'm just kind of showing you how you could do it. And that's just a little white acrylic paint. That's all I'm using. You can see the bottle top for the acrylic. And that's about it. You can kind of see it picked up a little of those highlights. Just adds a little bit more dimension to it. And then once I'm done that, I'm going to pull out the magic formula here. It's right here, the Howard Feed and Wax, and it's a great finish for all kinds of wood. You obviously wait till the paint dries, and then you just pour a little bit of that on, brush it in, and you are good to go. Let it dry, and then that's it. And you got a little mushroom. You can make trees out of it too. You can do a lot of things, but it's real simple. So that's basically the video there. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you are inspired to give whittling a shot and have some fun with it. But I do appreciate you all watching. I hope you have a great whittling week. I'll talk to you again soon. Take care.